Ever felt insecure about not receiving flowers every other week? Or a boo basket for this Halloween? Put this on his feed, not mine. Silent repost. Or felt that maybe your partner really doesn't care about you whatsoever because if he wanted to, he would. Well, that's probably because relationships have been turned into a commodity on social media instead of being a special bond and partnership that you have with one another. I mean, since when did true love get boiled down to spending copious amounts of money on insignificant items for your significant other? Since when did love come at a financial cost? Halloween is on the horizon, which means that boo baskets have become a trend to show your partner just how much you love them. Filling the baskets up with mugs, plushies, blankets, and snacks. These, in theory, are a terrific way to show your partner that you love them, that you're thinking of them, and that you care about them. However, they're being used to partake in a TikTok trend. So I don't really know how much love you're showing for your partner if you are filming it. I'm sorry, yeah, I'm gonna be a boomer right now. Might be a boomer take. But if you were really doing something out of love, would you not just do the thing and not film it? So is it really showing your partner that you love them or just an excuse to make a TikTok? Overconsumption for sure has definitely been a loud topic over here on my channel, but this is only just another illustration of that. Just how much people are willing to sink their money into pointless items that are most likely gonna end up at the thrift anyways. Well, maybe not the Sour Patch Kids. TikTok's consumerism is genuinely so crazy to me because they make up constant trends to buy into whilst making up all of these special reasons as to why you should. Make her a boo basket for this Halloween to show her just how much you love her. Hold on. So I have to go out of my way and buy a basket for the base that I'm not sure how we're going to repurpose. Buy the millionth gimmicky ghost mug that I already have two of. Boo. Buy another Halloween printed throw blanket that's only purpose is to stay exclusively on the couch because it's not warm enough to use. And then buy some Ray Dunn Halloween themed pajamas. It's exhausting. And I'm sorry, I don't have to constantly buy what's trending on TikTok to show my partner that I love them. Especially because a lot of these trends don't even focus on what the partner might be interested in, rather what would look good for TikTok.
It's that easy. It's that easy.
Thing is, Samantha, people can barely afford to put groceries in their bellies, okay? Gas in the car to get to work and rent to not end up on the streets. Samantha, if it's really that easy, Samantha, how about you go up to every single person who is wanting to buy their partners a boo basket and give them the money for it. Pay for it, because it's that easy. Samantha, this video really needs to be rephrased here. PLV, it's that easy to make a boo basket because I have the money for it. Because I hate this guilt tripping that these TikTok trends do, as it's like, it's really that easy for you to do so and so. Yeah, it is easy in a perfect world, and it's most certainly easy for you. But what's the response going to be when someone's like, hey dude, look, I really want to do a boo basket for my girl, but I don't be having the funds like that. Disposable income? What? Y'all just be throwing that away? What, they don't love their partner enough? That they should work harder? No. If you wanted to provide the opportunities for couples to create their own boo baskets for each other, you would do it because it's that easy. See how bizarre that sounds? This kind of guilt tripping, though, influences people's belief system in a way that's harmful to their own personal relationships. If he wanted to, he would. Boyfriend spent almost $200 on my boo basket. First of all, I don't care what kind of financial position you're in, $200 on a boo basket is just irresponsible. And yeah, while it may be incredibly kind of him to do, not all relationships look the same, because buying a boo basket is not a necessity to hold a relationship on good terms. And just a quick side note too, we really need to shift our beliefs completely away from constant negativity. The term "if he wanted to, he would" should be "if he could, he would," because unfortunately, not everybody is able to tick all of the boxes and then some. This doesn't even just apply to romantic relationships either. Take this TikToker who spent $500 on a boo basket for her bestie. Tell me you went to TK Maxx without telling me. I mean, most of these items are things that the best friend most likely already has, such as lotion, lip balm, and a blanket. All of this really just boils down to an illustration of consumerism. Social media selling us this idea of a perfect world when in fact, you could have just given her the $500 and left it at that. But wait, that's not a TikTok trend unless you're giving that kind of money to the homeless. Many people were in the comments upset that their best friend isn't rich and can't do this for them. And I just have to ask, since when did material items matter this much to people? Since when did materialistic items become this important thing? I'm lucky if I get a happy birthday from my friends. And it's not like I have rich friends either. My best friend, if she's watching this right now, I love you so much, babe. For my birthday this year, she painted a painting of my cat, and it is so thoughtful. It is so well done. And she also handmade me a choker that I've been wanting for so long now. I was just so struck with the amount of effort and love that was put into those two things. I was like, dude, I cried, okay? But had she gotten me some random stuff, I would have been like, you know, I appreciate this, but it's not something that I enjoy. And I do make it very clear to everybody in my life, like, look, I am not a huge fan of gifts just because I always feel like I never deserve them. Damn, it got dark. But I mostly appreciate memories. Like, what kind of vibes can we muster up right now? What is a $30 jelly cat gonna do for me? Yeah, it's cute, but I can't eat it. I also cannot pay the rent with it. Can I use it to clean? Pav, it's this easy. Once again, ma'am, it's easy because you have the pockets to dig into. You're spending at minimum $50 on this basket. And yes, it's nice and thoughtful, but it isn't necessary to maintain a relationship, whether it be platonic or romantic. Say I was to get a boo basket tomorrow from my boyfriend, I would know immediately he got that idea from TikTok, and that would kind of give me the ick. I hate that word, but I just can't find a better word right now. Again, I know he would have gotten that from TikTok and not done it for me because he genuinely thought about it. It came from his heart. And that's not to say that you can't personalize a boo basket to whatever your partner is interested in. I think the point for me is that I talk about my interests quite often. I am a certified yapper. Here I am, CEO and president. Hi, what's up? Drama Queen here. Hi. But it's like, you didn't think of getting me that record I've been yapping about for the past 6 months. You didn't get me my new favorite snack. You got me a boo basket from TikTok. And look, you know, I'm a goth, so obviously I love Halloween. But I'm kind of a cringe contrarian in the sense that whenever I see a trend on social media, I tend to not like it that much. Again, that's not to say that there aren't people out there who really want a boo basket, because there's literally people begging on their hands and knees for one. And I would personally appreciate it a whole lot more putting 90 Day Fiance on the TV whilst we watch dinner and not hear him complain. Like, this is just how TikTok obsessed some people are, making up multiple baskets to leave around Target to prove a point that it's so easy. This kind of like defeats the entire purpose of a boo basket to begin with anyways. Putting in the work for some lazy to come and buy the basket, come home and act like he's just done something for his girl. Isn't the entire point of creating a boo basket to show your partner that you love them? So why are you not only creating them and leaving them around the store for people to take and have no effort in creating for themselves? Because that's the least they could do, right? That's the point of the trend! Oh, but drama queen, my boyfriend wouldn't know what to put in the basket. Break up. Break up, break up, break up. You cannot be serious. You can't be serious. Just throw some favorite snacks of yours in there. Chuck anything in there. A boo basket doesn't have to be like everybody else's. But way to over minimum wage workers once again. Crazy concept, I know, but not everybody in real life knows about these TikTok trends, nor do they care about trends. And I saw so many people saying that this was such a fantastic idea because not only do they have completely stupid boyfriends who wouldn't know what to put in the basket, but how Target should just create boo baskets for people to go and buy. No, this is the problem, guys, is that there's so much consumerism at the moment that it's like, we kind of need to slow down on that. And slowing down on that looks like not profiting off of trends like these. You know those Christmas hampers that you have gotten sometimes for Christmas because an acquaintance thought they were being really nice because they don't really know anything that you're into, nor do y'all have a friendship like that. I have never ever used anything in a Christmas hamper, and I've only gotten one in my life. The products in those hampers are terrible. The stupid little crumbly shortbread cookies, they are abhorrent, okay? Treacherous taste. So no, I don't think companies need even more of a reason to take our money at the moment. It would be an actual nightmare to find these and have to put everything back in its place on top of the work that they already have to do. I'm sorry, but these Target employees are not paid enough to put back your TikTok trends. You are doing nobody any favors. Out here saving relationships. No, seriously, my husband would get me a boo basket, but he wouldn't know what to put in it to save his life. Now, if your relationship depends on whether you're getting a boo basket this year or not, I mean, you probably shouldn't be in that relationship to begin with. Or at the very least, if it's something that you really want, be a normal human being and make that very clear. Communicate that, because I find what happens a lot in relationships nowadays is that people aren't willing to express or communicate their relationship needs, goals, wants, and so they try and rely on their partner mind reading them. Babe, I would not have known in a million years you would have wanted something like this. Could you have just said something maybe? There is nothing wrong in asking your partner if you want something. If there's somebody who is never willing to do anything for you, I mean, why are you in that relationship to begin with? But social media has overcomplicated relationships to the point where if your partner isn't a literal mind reader and doesn't have telepathic powers, they're a terrible person. It is the exact reason why I hate the term if he wanted to, he would, as it just doesn't apply to every single situation ever. If he wanted to make you happy, he would. Yes, of course, Emily. But communicate, discuss your feelings. That's the only way that you're ever going to get anything out of a relationship, genuinely. And regarding the part where this lady said that her husband wouldn't know in a million years what to get her, it's honestly quite simple what you should put in the basket, and I absolutely hate that we just kind of shrug off this male stupidity. Oh, well, I'm dumb man. I don't know what to get for my wife that I've been with for over 27 years. What? You can't blame me. I never listen to her talk because it's just nagging. I'm dumb man. Just to clarify, obviously not all men are like that, but can we not laugh off this kind of stuff? Yeah, your husband should know what you're interested in and what you want and what you like in life. It's really not that hard. But let's move on from this basket of shit to Darry Rings. To be so honest with you guys, I had no idea what a Darry Ring was up until last week. And can I just say that I truly feel like people have the wrong idea of what a good relationship is supposed to look like. And it's not like I can really blame anyone for that either, because look at situationships. People use that as an excuse all the time to not get into anything exclusive because they still want to have a million options at their fingertips. fingertips. People want so many options while still being monogamous. I mean, make it make sense. A little off, but on topic, it's kind of why I hate Tinder's entire business model and the concept of the damn thing. Y'all got so many options, but it's only based on the fact of how somebody looks, not what they can actually bring to the table for the future. Darry rings are a ring that you can only buy once in a lifetime for your quote-unquote true love. You have to give them a form of identification before you proceed buying a Darry ring, so that if you happen to break up with your true love and find another true love, you are now not allowed to buy another Darry ring for another person, as they have your literal ID. It's like being banned from a club because you were way too belligerent in there. Nope, they have your ID. You can never get back in. So it's serious, guys. Anywhere up to $15,000 for a ring that supposedly shows somebody that you love them and that you're the only one. Is it crazy for me to say, but like, I don't want any part of a Darry ring. I would never want that. In fact, if my partner was to buy that for me tomorrow, take it back, sweetie. I find that these kind of things have such a strange aura, as it's the people who try their absolute hardest to show you that they love you. You know, they're your granny behind your back. And look, it's not like I've ever been cheated on before, but it's probably my anxiety talking. I don't know, man. Who cares about a ring that a company labels as a once in a lifetime for your true love ring when that's what marriage was supposed to be? Yet people get divorced because of various reasons. Because it's like, what if that person just turns out to be the complete opposite of what you met? They abuse you, they take full advantage of you. Hell, maybe you just completely fell out of love and you didn't expect that to happen. But it's like, now people have a new insecurity. Now you're not wondering how many people this person has been with, but if he's given somebody else a Darry ring before. And personally, it's not like I would care too much, because situations arise and you think that in the moment you really love that person, and you come to find out like, whoa, okay, I actually don't. Wow, boo. But now you've got to wonder if they've ever bought a Darry ring for somebody, given the connotations of the damn ring. What if he's already bought a Darry ring before? I'm sorry, but are we 12? Are we 12 years old? Like I just said a couple of seconds ago, if he's gotten somebody else a Darry ring before, it's probably because at that time he felt it was right. Or maybe he had to deal with somebody who is easily influenced by what they see on TikTok, therefore having to buy essentially a pointless ring. But drama queen, the concept is so beautiful and so unique just to one person. Look me in my half-blind ass face and repeat that. Because the concept is not being allowed to buy the ring again because you've already bought it for somebody else and they have your ID, so no ring for you again. Remember when the world agreed upon no sex until marriage? Then we progressed and realized, hold on a second, what if that person is absolutely terrible in bed, but you only just get to find out after you're literally married to them? And boom, stuck in a relationship. Remember when the world agreed upon marrying one person and staying married to that one person forever? Then we progressed and realized that there are various factors as to why people get divorced. And it's not just, I don't want to be with this person anymore, which is valid in my opinion, but abuse doesn't have to be put up with anymore just to stay married to the one person. Exact same thing goes for a ring. Rings are not always a sign of love. People get engaged all the time and end up hating each other's guts. The ring isn't saving the relationship. It comes down to you and your partner taking action. If you guys really want to stay in a relationship, y'all will make it work. And again, just because you receive a Darry ring doesn't mean that crusty ass dude isn't going to go buy another ring. Isn't a Darry ring, but another ring for another person. And that's not me trying to put any anxiety into anybody who currently has a Darry ring watching this or really wants a Darry ring. I'm just saying, don't put so much stock into a ring. It's a ring. At the end of the day, a piece of metal and some diamonds isn't saving anybody. But the marketing of this ring is so psychological, as it genuinely upsets people at the mere thought of the ring being bought for somebody else. else. It's a ring, guys. As time has shown us, rings do not matter whatsoever in relationships. Some of the prettiest, most gorgeous people who have been married and have rings always end up getting divorced because they've been cheated on. And you know what didn't save that marriage? The ring! On top of that, absolutely nothing is special and sacred anymore. All of these acts you're supposed to take in a relationship to show the person you love them is all for show. It's all for content on TikTok. I mean, isn't it off-putting to anybody else seeing somebody receive a Darry ring, but are filming it not because they want to save the memory, but for TikTok validation? Like, there's a certificate that comes with the ring to really make you feel like the ring is of importance. Agreement to true love. The agreement to true love shouldn't boil down to a bit of paper, guys. And yes, I do hold the same kind of stance for marriage as well. Again, based on the fact that in the current day, marriage, yes, while it does mean a lot, it doesn't to a lot of people. True love is something that you choose to do every day. Just a reminder, with this unique Darry ring in the name of love, I take thee to be my faithful partner and my one true love to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish till death do us part. True love never ends. If any of y'all have an upcoming wedding, you are most certainly allowed to play that. I will be your officiant. I love love. I love love. But like, did I just read a marriage proposal for a non-marriage ring? See how profitable of a business model this is? Given how many vulnerable people are usually susceptible to being influenced by wanting something like this? To me, personally, Darry rings are not a symbolism of true love. It is something that you do every single day. It is something you choose to do every single day, because when you really don't love somebody, it is easy to choose not to. I've been yapping for too long. That's the sound of the yappening. We're gonna leave it here for today, everybody. Tell me, are you somebody who has a Darry ring? Tell me why in the comments, because I would love to see some perspective on that, because obviously I have my own opinions and those are for me and the way I choose to live my life. So never think that you shouldn't want a Darry ring because of whatever reason. Same goes with the boo basket. I'm just saying, for me, this is how I feel, okay? Because I know a lot of times people are like, well, just let people live. Okay, shut up. You're literally on Drama Queen, like, you can't talk. Thank you for your stay at Yappersville today, everybody. I really appreciated having you here today. Tell me all your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below, whether they're negative, whether they're positive. We can have a chat and we can discuss, okay? That's healthy. Take care of yourselves, and most of all, love your selves.